You're watching Football Daily, and of course it's that time of week again when we discuss the biggest bits of transfer gossip. With the transfer window opening again in just 19 days, we'll be covering all the latest rumours from around Europe. If you hear any transfer rumours yourself, remember to tweet them in. So make sure you're following us on Twitter and tweet #TransferTalk to me at Zach Jellab. But before we move on, if you're a fan of football, make sure you're subscribed to Football Daily, where we bring you content about football every single day. I'll give you 3 seconds now, so you can do that. Cool, let's go. We start at the club which pop star sensation Adele supports, Tottenham Hotspur, which Toby Alderweireld may be having to say goodbye to in January and say hello from the other side of the UK. I am so sorry. According to the Metro, the 29-year-old Belgian is being targeted by Manchester United, with the side willing to offer £40 million to the North London club, 35 million less than what the Lily Whites asked for just 4 months ago. However, the ball may now be in the Red Devils' court, as the defender is entering the final 6 months of his deal in London, and even if Spurs trigger a 12-month extension clause in his deal, he will be available for just £25 million this summer. But I want to know what you guys think. Will this move happen, or like the last window, will it fall flat? Vote in the poll and let us know. Also, I am very sorry about that Adele joke. It was better in my head. It should have stayed there. Now, Toby isn't the only defender Mourinho is after, as according to the Times, United have been quoted £90 million for Napoli's Koulibaly, and apparently senior United officials met with the Serie A club to explore the possibility of a mid-season transfer. Napoli owner Aurelio De Laurentiis has made it clear that he considers Koulibaly central to the squad and won't even look at anything less than £80 million. It's no secret that at 27 years old, the centre-back is one of the most wanted defenders in the world, but United will have to offer big money for Napoli to let go of one of their key players, especially if they want to go far in the Champions League. From London to the United States of America, where it was rumoured that a certain Swede may be set for a European return. Of course, it was none other than Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who was linked with a shock loan move back to former club AC Milan. But according to AC sporting director Leonardo, discussions have since collapsed. The 37-year-old scored more than 50 goals for Milan in 2 seasons and helped them win the Serie A in 2011. But Leonardo told reporters he gave his word to Galaxy that he would stay if they satisfied his conditions, and they did so. But the director did suggest that AC were looking at the possibility of a move for Chelsea's Cesc Fabregas on loan, which may be quite possible considering the Spaniard has only played 138 Premier League minutes. Not great. However, he'll probably be better than the other Chelsea loanee they've got, in Bakayoko. That didn't go well, did it? Over to the south of France, where Marseille are looking for a left-back, and it's no surprise, as no team in the top half of Ligue 1 have conceded more goals than Rudy Garcia's team. They've shipped 25 in just 16 games. Sort it out, boys. By the looks of it, they only want a Spaniard, as that's literally the only people they're targeting. The first is Arsenal's Nacho Monreal, with the 32-year-old valued at only £11 million. However, with him ageing and having just come back from a 12-game injury, it's a bit risky to say the least. Their other target though makes more sense, as it's Liverpool's Alberto Moreno. The 26-year-old has only played 254 minutes this season in all competitions. That's less than 3 games, and may be open to a move for more game time, especially if they can match his 40k a week wage. Now, the fact I'm back means only one thing: the return of the bull transfer rumour of the week. And guys, this may be the best one we've ever had. Because well done Football.London, yeah, that's the legit website name, who say Arsenal want to sign Ousmane Dembele. I want Chelsea to sign Messi. That's not going to happen either. Now, according to the site, due to Dembele's behaviour this season, his relations with the Barca board have been strained, with them now believing his off-field antics aren't worth his lacklustre performances. Now, this is absolute rubbish. His so-called lacklustre performances include contributing to a goal in his past 4 games. Lionel Messi has also come out to defend his teammate, saying he has to stay at Barcelona. And unsurprisingly, I think most people will agree with Lionel. This is such bull being sprouted by an absolute rubbish website. If this is how it started in December, January's going to be fun. To Germany now, where according to Marca, a new manager has been found for Real Madrid, just a month and a half after they hired Solari. The paper claims Joachim Löw's time in charge of the German national team is coming to an end, and would be tempted by the opportunity of managing Los Blancos. Löw, who won the 2014 World Cup, hasn't managed a club side since 2004, when he was sat in the dugout of Austria Wien, where he managed to win the Austrian Super Cup. Now, I feel this is going to be very doubtful, especially considering they've just signed Solari to a deal. However, guys, what do you think? Vote in the poll and let us know. Will Real Madrid get a new manager in the next year? Now, just before we move on to our next transfer story, please go and check out FDFC. This is Football Daily's football club where we try and take on the biggest YouTube teams, do personal masterminds with football players, and of course our weekly 7 series where we play 7-a-side football to show you just how good we are. We talk the talk, but can we walk the walk? Make sure you check it out by clicking the I button above or in the description below. And whilst you're there, subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot more coming in 2019. Now, whilst we're talking about Real Madrid, they seem to have joined Bayern Munich and Juventus in the race for Arsenal's Aaron Ramsey. The Welshman can sign a pre-contractual agreement with any club in the new year, before becoming a free agent in the summer. Arsenal have chosen not to offer Ramsey a new deal, and the 28-year-old is resigned to leaving after 10 years at the club. Ramsey is allegedly regarded highly at the Bernabeu, and contact has already been made. Madrid's interest throws up a tantalising prospect for Ramsey of teaming up with fellow countryman Gareth Bale. Bayern have been long-standing admirers of Ramsey, and they are determined to snap up the midfielder, but the Germans fear they may now be blown out of the water on wages, especially if Real get involved. Now, a regular story that features in Transfer Talk is Hazard moving to Madrid. However, this week, although the names are the same, it's slightly different. That's because Torgan Hazard, Eden's brother, is currently being monitored by Atletico Madrid. And after scoring 8 goals so far this season, the 25-year-old has caught the eye of many clubs. His contract ends in 2020, and according to Bild, he has yet to accept a renewal offer from the German club. So any offer made by Atletico could be seen as good business for Mönchengladbach, as some money is usually better than no money at all. In his position, Los Rojiblancos currently have their record signing Tamar Lamar, Vitolo and another newcomer in Gelson Martins, but they wouldn't rule out an extra reinforcement. So there you go, Spanish fans, you're finally getting Hazard. So now leave Eden alone. And finally, we end on the story we thought was 100% going to happen. But I've got news for you all, ladies and gentlemen. It's not happening. Frankie de Jong is not moving to PSG, which is good news for the likes of Manchester City, United and Barcelona, who have all been keeping an eye on the midfielder. Last Friday, it was announced that the 21-year-old looked ready for a move to the French capital for €75 million, with Ajax even confirming the presence of a PSG delegate on Thursday. However, the Dutchman himself has since come out to rubbish the rumours, stating, "The only thing that I will say is that there is no agreement yet and no official decision has been taken." And he finished by saying, "I will end the season here with Ajax and I certainly will not be leaving during the winter break." So that's the end of Transfer Talk for this week. As I said in the beginning of the video, make sure you're tweeting me with the hashtag Transfer Talk with any other transfer suggestions, and they may make it in next week's video. If you've enjoyed this, why not check out the video on screen now, which should be 7s on FDFC, and watch me be an absolute don at football. I say, I probably won't be. And as always, guys, if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. If we get 3,000 likes, I'll give away an FDFC shirt. Yeah, I'll try anyway.